What's up, y'all? If you are new to this channel, I am Ryan. This is So and So Farms. We're a first generation farm, myself along with my friend Shane. This is the second crop that we have put in together on our own. So we grow rice, corn, soybeans, and it's been a wild ride for the last 2 years, but we are right here at getting ready for harvest for the year of 22. I'm at my house this morning giving the cows some breakfast. Gonna meet up with our helper Matt and pull some levee gates out of rice levees. We're gonna start draining the water out of the rice. We keep it flooded through the year, and we're gonna pull the water off of it and let it start drying up and get ready for harvest. So hang tight and we're gonna take you with us. Right now we are at the 9660. This is the tailings elevator. This is the clean grain elevator. All the grain goes through the combine, comes to the bottom, rides out this auger up here into the grain tank. But anything that's left behind, the tailings that fall through, will come to this auger and go back up through the machine. So this auger here is wore out. It's what hybrid rice is good for. You can see in there how that's really sharp. That's supposed to be a good flat piece of metal, but it's wore out. So we got a whole new housing here. It's going to go from there to there, and that will fix that problem. That's the last bit of repairs that the 9660 needs. We didn't really know what needed it until we got in there and further inspected it and determined it needs a whole new housing. So that is what Matt is working on now. I'm gonna go swap around some tillage equipment. We had the turbo on the four-wheel drive and it wasn't doing a very good job in the layout ground that we had. So I'm gonna put the regular disc on there. I'm gonna get it greased up, air up the tires, get it ready to go. And I've got to get a levee plow hooked up, and then I've got to bring my little tractor to town and do some work on a rent house too. So I've got about 12 different chores that need to get done. We just have to shuffle through them. I'm on my little 65 horse tractor. It's hooked on my 10-foot bush hog right now, but I'm done with that for the year. So I'm going to unhook it. I've got to take my forks front end loader to town to one of my rent houses. Their propane tank has fell over, so I'm going to unhook the bush hog and head that direction while Matt's in town to help me straighten that tank up, because they're going to need some gas for cooking and winter time and things like that, and I really hate to keep them waiting. So it's a little bit of an inconvenient chore, but you know, people need means to cook and heat, so we're gonna kind of work this in the priority schedule. That went way faster than it usually does. I'll take it. Unhooking a bush hog, you unhook PTO, which is pretty heavy. Pull the pull pin. Now I have one hydraulic hose. Do the jack, and you're all good. Now I got to try to get to town without running out of fuel. This thing is like extremely low. So hopefully I don't run out. And if I do, Matt will answer his phone. My house is about, 3 or 4 miles from town as the crow flies. But I'm gonna jump out and grab this chain real quick so we can chain it to that tank and get going. Well, we are hooked to the regular disc. We're going to disc this PP ground. PP is prevent plant. That's ground that in the beginning of the spring it was way too wet for us to plant. We were going to try to plant corn here, and it was way too wet, and then it got way too dry. But I'm glad we didn't get the corn planted here because it was going to be non-irrigated, and that would have been a mess. Anyhow, so you basically just lay it out for insurance purposes, but we try to keep it worked down for weed control. So I've got the regular disc here to chop this stuff up. We tried the turbo till. It was just too shallow being vertical tillage, and it was just kind of laying the weeds over and dicing them up a little bit, which is fine. They died, but I really want to turn it into the dirt. So we've got the regular John Deere disc hooked up, and we're going to turn it under, and that's the plan for right now. As you can see, that's where I ran the turbo till. And over here I went one round around the field and it just wasn't turning it under, so I switched plans, and now here we are with this. So this disc will chop things up a lot better, cut it up, turn the dirt. That's what we're looking for. A couple hours we'll be done with this field. Well, we've got our end rows disc off. I'll always make a couple passes around the field to give me a good smooth place to turn around. It's cutting it up pretty good. There's just so much weeds in there that it's not burying it the best, but it's way better than what the vertical tillage was doing. So we're going to knock it down. We may come back this fall and hit it again, I'm not sure, but at the very least we're going to chop up a lot of the grass that's here. We're moving along pretty good through this. Disc isn't really bouncing or anything, so we're running about 7.3 mile an hour. That's getting along pretty good with the disc, but anyhow, I'm going to jump off here and make some progress. So I got my co-captain with me now. This is some of my favorite times because I like for my little boy to be able to go with me. He really, he digs tractors and trucks and everything else. If it's got a motor and wheels, he wants to be on it. Well, Cooper and I are going to finish up this evening. We're going to finish discing this field. We're going to kind of take it easy. We appreciate you guys. Thank you. Please subscribe, like, and share the video. Hit the notification bell. Help us out. We're going to keep bringing you content. Thanks a bunch.